What's that place that has the sexy name?
Are you about to hit me
Yeah,
with a
hang on.
sexy name? What do
It's called like Saxy Woman, Sexy Woman or something.
what?
Saxay. Whoa. How do you spell that? Whoa. Whoa site. Sex. No, Jesus Christ. Ancient site. It's like Saxay. I remembered it as Sexy Woman. That's how I remembered it. Ancient. I probably should have remembered it the real way. Jeez.
What are
Ah,
you
there it is.
sexy?
I found it. Here we
What
go.
are you doing?
I found it. That's how you spell it. Okay. Socks. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm trying. I can't remember how to spell that. So let me copy paste it here. All right, here we go. This place. So it is the capital of the Inca with those big blocks that you can't even put a razor blade between.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think you can fit a razor blade between like any kind of rocks. Like I don't think that's possible. If there's two rocks stacked on each other, you're not getting a razor blade under there. So like, it drives me crazy when they talk about it like that. It's like I know what you mean, but I don't think you're saying it correctly there. It's like rocks aren't forgiving. But yeah, it's the big old megalithic Inca structure, but it's a really old one, not the pyramids, the one that's like before them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's called like Woma or something like that. But it sounds like sexy woman. So that's how I remember it.
Where is that?
I don't know. I'm not a geologist. Wherever the Incas are. Was that Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah. But why did I bring that up? What were we talking? We were talking about aliens. There's a reason I brought that up, but I couldn't. I don't know why. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. So now I remember. So we're all talking about aliens, but
Yeah.
they're talking about a lot of these how they're like foundational. So they're like platforms almost, and I don't think they have anything to do with like landing platforms. I think that's dumb. You can land anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
why would you build this giant platform
Right.
to land on? I think it's just like the bottom, and the rest of it kind of fell down or something. So I think that's what's going on. What do you think? Do you think it's a platform from spaceships?
No, I don't.
What do you think? What do you think
I don't-
this is? Do you think it's just a really old building that's all that's left?
Yeah.
Or okay,
That's it.
that's what I think too.
I don't think spaceships need a platform.
Yeah, like why the fuck would they go through all that trouble building? Like, that's
Yeah.
a dumb theory. Yeah. What is interesting about aliens though is how all of a sudden within the last like basically since maybe just before COVID, like all the countries started talking about aliens or at least UAP or that started becoming the thing. What are your thoughts on that? Why all of a sudden is it like okay to talk about aliens?
So I have no why all of a sudden kind of thing, but let me think. Hold up. I did hear a story recently.
Yeah.
You know the story about the Nimitz, right? With the
The
Tic
midgets?
Tac
Yeah, we
UFO,
talked about
everyone-
those earlier. What did you say? What do you call it?
the Nimitz encounter
The
on that
Nimitz?
aircraft carrier. Nimitz?
No, I'm gonna pull that up. Nimitz.
Yeah.
All right, keep talking. What is it?
All right. So the Nimitz encounter Tic Tac.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Okay.
there was a guy stationed on the Nimitz.
Yep. Commander David Fravor was the pilot. All right.
Yep. That's it. That's
All
it.
right. Here we go. Yep.
So, heard a story from his mouth. He was on the Nimitz, had a child about to be born. So, got flown off back to the States
Mm-hmm.
out of the ocean. And trying to hold on. Let me think.
Okay.
I want to get this right. Got it.
Okay.
So, don't laugh. He went back to his house, took his wife to the hospital.
Yeah.
They had their baby.
Okay.
Went back to the aircraft carrier, the Nimitz. And and he got back and they're like, oh man, we had this whole crazy incident where all the fighter pilots saw, all these UFOs, and caught everything on camera, got it all in the thermal imaging and all that. And
Is there a punchline to this guy's story here? Like, why is he important to the story?
because ties into a bunch of other shit that happened.
Okay.
Just besides that, but like, long story short, he had his child that he went back to see get born was like, you know, to our present day, it was like,
What?
so crazy. He was like, "You're not my space dad. You're my Earth dad," and all this weird shit like that.
What?
Yeah, you're not my space dad. You're my Earth dad, and he was like, "My space dad takes me out to other places, and you just, I don't know, it's weird." But
We're gonna start looking for pedophiles in the neighborhood.
maybe.
That's where I go first. Like, wait a minute. Before we get to the aliens, let's make sure there's no guys out here
Yeah,
wandering the streets looking for kids.
Yeah. Space dad versus Earth dad.
That's pretty weird, though. Why
Yeah.
why we would say that? Why
Yeah,
he's
and
got space dad?